The son of a man who died after being hit while on his scooter by a 90-year-old driver is speaking out tonight. He's calling for stronger regulations when it comes to seniors getting behind the wheel, hoping to prevent another tragedy for another family. Kylie Stanton has the story.
Well, son, the day is come and gone.
Reading his father's words written nearly 4 years to the day before he died.
It's my father's will, I guess you could say.
Just one of the many items David Soulsby is having to sort through and pack up following a fatal collision.
I'd have to honestly say it was probably the most devastating day of my life. It was brought to my attention that my father was unfortunately hit by an elderly lady in his handy dart.
70-year-old Anthony Soulsby was running an errand when he was struck on December 28th. Police arrived on scene, cordoning off the block and inspecting his damaged scooter.
Investigation is ongoing at this point in time, and we've yet to determine the cause of the accident and determine the extent of the injuries.
Soulsby was taken to hospital and put on life support. He succumbed to those injuries 4 days later.
I was shocked, stunned, like most people would be in my situation.
Now he's calling for enhanced testing for drivers, specifically seniors.
I think at a certain age, everybody should be tested, 65, for their eyes, their coherency, for their driving abilities every year.
The current law isn't as stringent, but said to be broader in scope. Testing is available for anyone who is potentially a medically at-risk driver and required to start at the age of 80.
Every 2 years thereafter, we ask them to do a medical exam, and they just go in to see their physician, and the doctor lets us know if there's any issues that might be causing them to have a problem with driving, and from there we might ask them to do more tests.
This is one option.
But you'll see our 9 squares that look like this.
DriveAble tests for cognitive impairment specific to driving using flashing shapes and touchscreen technology. It's being used to decide who is fit to get behind the wheel in the interest of public safety.
It's a very fine balance. You don't want to be too intrusive into people's lives, but still make sure that people are safe to drive.
But even with the protocols already in place, there are no guarantees. In late September 2010, an elderly Oak Bay pedestrian was killed in a marked crosswalk when she was hit by a 79-year-old driver. And now Soulsby.
We're the ones suffering. My family, my friends.
But he's not giving up. Instead, trying to make sense of the loss by taking action.
Do our best to change the laws and make sure that this circumstance doesn't happen to somebody that really doesn't deserve to have their father killed.